Tonight we honor World War II veterans from Iowa on this 80th anniversary of D-Day, as tonight we take you to Washington, D.C., traveling along with the recent Eastern Iowa Honor Flight out of Cedar Rapids. Quite a scene at the Reagan National Airport as hundreds of waiting passengers cheer loudly for the Iowa veterans as they arrive in Arlington, Virginia, near Washington, D.C. 88 Iowa veterans on this trip, the 51st Eastern Iowa Honor Flight out of Cedar Rapids.
I've never had an applause like that in my life, you know.
I thought it was overwhelming because there's so many people here.
Turns out this was the first of many warm welcomes for the Iowans. No matter where they went, someone was cheering and saying, "Thank you for your service." Each veteran is assigned a guardian to help them get around throughout the day. And many times the guardian is a family member, like Melissa Pohl, who came from Madison, Wisconsin to be the guardian for her dad, former West Union school teacher John Potter.
I think it's great.
Since I live far away, it's nice to be able to just have a whole day, dedicated to spending time with Dad. And
Dad likes it.
And say what, Dad?
And Dad likes it.
And Dad likes it too, so that helps.
Cedar Rapids residents Don Spratty and his daughter Melanie say they certainly appreciate the opportunity to be on this trip with the other Iowa veterans.
It took about 2 years from the time we put the application in until he got the call that he was selected to go for this honor flight, and really glad that it was able to happen for him.
I think she can maybe understand and appreciate the time I spent in the service. It was 3 years I spent in service to my country, and I don't regret 1 second of it.
The most important thing is that we're recognizing people that have gone before, and they are the ones to be honored.
The honor flight is well named. It is an honor, and it's an honor for me to be here with my dad. My dad is a man of honor. He's taught his family honor, and he has honored his God and his country.
We have a great team, so it's been very simple, and it's very easy to do when you are doing it for the veterans, and being able to just give them that thank you.
The U.S. effort during World War II.
The bus guide provides the Iowa veterans with a wealth of historic information as they get the opportunity to see many of the truly picturesque sights and sounds of our nation's capital. But the one stop which always seems to be the most emotional is the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown.
Ready? Face!
Kind of overwhelming with the respect that is done here and overseas in the cemeteries over there. It's a remembrance, and it's showing people the sacrifices made.
Per tradition, the Iowa veterans gathered for the large group photograph, which is no easy task with so many wheelchairs. The guardians seem to enjoy this photo op as much as the veterans. And later on, more greetings from students at the 9/11 Pentagon Memorial. And even though the flight home was about 2 hours late, look at the crowd. About 1,000 people showed up to greet the veterans when they arrived back home at the Eastern Iowa Airport. Well, quite a scene there for sure. I'll tell you, there were so many things I wasn't able to show you tonight just because of time limitations, but I do have a lot more interviews I'll be sharing here soon when I do a feature on the Eastern Iowa Honor Flight for an upcoming edition, a full segment on the Steele Report. That will take place in a couple of weeks. And don't forget, the Cedar Valley Honor Flight is coming up next Tuesday, and tonight I'll just issue a challenge to all of you here in the Black Hawk County area. Try to match that welcome home crowd by heading out to the Waterloo Regional Airport when our local veterans come back home on Tuesday night.